My dad, he worked off and on in the woods when we were little. Then as we got older, he went to work in a sawmill so he could come to the ball games. He was that kind of a guy. If he couldn't get off to go to watch the games, he quit. Then when we got older, he went to work with us. We started right up here on the hill in front of the house. This next door neighbor had a piece of property and he had a team of horses. We'd go up and fall and buck them and limb them, and then he'd come and pull them down for us. When school started, you got 2 pair of pants, 2 flannel shirts, and a pair of shoes. And by God, you better take care of them because that was it. That was it for the year. I just liked being out. When I was 16, got my driver's license, I bought my first log truck. And I hauled logs after school, weekends, and summers when I was going to school. When we decided to get married, she wanted me to be a Catholic, and I was actually nothing. I figured, well, it isn't going to hurt me. I got talking to my dad and my brother, and I said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you half of my truck for half of the logging company, which didn't amount to nothing. An old pickup and a cat, and I had a truck. So that's when we started. Yeah, we had a pretty good-sized logging operation at one time. It was up to probably 40, 50 men. I remember time after time after time when we first started, I'd work all day long up in the woods and come home and have supper, or maybe not even come home and work on the equipment until the middle of the night, and then get up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and go back the next day. But I think we had 20 or 21 log trucks at one time. They had a general manager that run the mill, the logging, everything. Okay. And we'd jump in his old Pontiac station wagon and head up in the woods, and he'd say, now we want to log this piece right here. You know, the first 20 years was really fun. But the last just was not fun because there were so many regulations and so much red tape and tree huggers and all of that. And they come up and vandalize your equipment, and they got in one time and broke the gate out. Just tore our yard, broke the windows out of them, broke the gauges out of them, and took the fire truck, went down over the bank, jumped, I guess they jumped out of it, I don't know, went down about a 2,000-foot cliff, and they acted like we were going to rape the forest, but we were the ones that was taking care of the forest. They did nothing except raise hell. Lots and lots of times we made checks out to our employees, and Roy and I didn't have a check. The competition was tremendous. If I had a choice, I don't think I'd do anything different.